something that I truly believe in, and yet I was caught out with it so many times. I allowed myself to be in this situation so many times in my lifetime that I'm really surprised that it's taken so long to actually realise that how often I was doing this. I just wasn't aware of it. I wasn't awake to it. And of course, this is the whole point of where I am at the moment, is to help myself become more awake, more switched on all the time to everything. Have that fine tune, if you like, that sense of self where I get to refuse to accept being mediocre or average. And I have been doing that because you get yourself in this situation. It's your own little world. I keep talking about that, but it's very true, where you don't realise you've stuck yourself in a rut. You're not moving forwards. You're not moving anywhere. And of course, if you don't move forwards with your life, you're moving backwards because you're not enveloping more of it, if you like. You're just there. So now I am refusing to accept mediocre. And I thought I was, that's the thing. I really did think I was. But I wasn't. There was the little things that I was just slipping under the net, which were things I was accepting, which really, when I think about it, I shouldn't be. Because if I do, then I'm not playing my game, I'm playing somebody else's. So what I aim to do, what I am doing now, is to stop compromising on my life, any part of it. Just like you shouldn't compromise any part of your life either, because then it starts becoming self-sacrifice, because compromise is about doing something, well, you might not do, but you'll just accept it because it keeps someone else happy, or it doesn't rock the boat, or it will be more of a challenge to do something else. So when you self-sacrifice though, when you start doing things for others when you don't really want to do it, or you just put up with it, you start resenting it, and you start feeling it, starts sitting in there. And there's times when I felt like, I'm just in a bad mood. Oh, I just want to do something. I just want to shout. I just want to get out of here. And it's that energy that's been stuck. I don't know if you felt the same. And you don't quite know what it is. You can't quite put your finger on it. But it's there. And for me, it's because I've compromised on something. Whether maybe you've gone to a restaurant and you've sat down and they don't really have anything that you want. And you could easily just say, oh, I'm leaving, I don't feel like eating this. But because you're with other people, you'll just order something on the menu which you wouldn't really eat, or you wouldn't usually eat, but you think, oh, well, that'll do. Why do we do that? I done it yesterday. And the only reason I compromised was for my son. And I think, you know what, I didn't really want to eat that, but there was nothing else to eat. And so, where are you compromising? It could be food. Are you nourishing your body for you? Are you eating for others just because it makes life easier? Are you? I've done it in the past. And I've also done it in the past where I've just said I'm not eating anything because there's nothing on here that I like. I'll just have something later. And I have done that. When I knew exactly where I was, I felt aligned, I knew exactly what my goals were, my purpose was. But it's easy just to get out of alignment, just that little shift. And then you'll just compromise. Oh, okay, I'll just have that then. Why do we do that? It's because we're not honouring ourselves. We're not saying, I am the most important. I get to nourish my body the way I want to do it. I don't want to do it that way. You can do it, that's not a problem. But I'm not doing it. What about work? Work situations. Are you compromising at work because it makes life easier? Or somebody's a bit more overbearing, or bullying, or imposing their will, if you like, and you don't agree, but you just go along with it because it's easier than upsetting the apple cart, upsetting somebody else. But what about you? You're already upset. You've compromised on something you don't really want to do. So are you working for others, or are you working for yourself? Remember, every compromise leads to some misalignment, some self-sacrifice, which then builds up resentment, and then you get that build-up of energy. Then you can, which you can unleash on somebody when you didn't mean to. Maybe you shout at your partner, maybe you shout at your kids. Who wants that? We don't want that. Life is about doing things for you first. Always for you first. Doesn't matter about partners or kids. And tell you, that's a hard thing to realise. I get that. But are you doing what others expect of you, or are you doing what you want? Because at the end of the day, it's only ever about yourself. So when do you get to say, okay, I'm worthy. I am important enough to do things for me. And a little compromise is okay as long as you're fine with it. But if you say you are and you're not, be honest with yourself, because that's what trips us up. That's what trips me up. And that's why I'm looking at every little thing. If I'm doing something in my business that someone else has suggested and it doesn't feel right, why am I doing it? I get to put myself first to say, hold on, I want to do what feels good for me. If that doesn't feel good, why am I doing it? Every little thing. And it starts by being aware. Because when you're aware of something, you can then change it. Then you can look at it and say, okay, I can do it a different way. It's always about you. Always. So, are you refusing to accept mediocre and average? Are you stop compromising on your life to please others? Are you going to start focusing on yourself and pleasing yourself first? Let me know. Take care. Till tomorrow. Take care.